Naina Manori, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, SVIT Bangalore. I am the course coordinator for Design of Pre-Stressed Concrete Structural Elements. Module 4, Ultimate Shear Resistance. A pre-stressed concrete beam of span 10 meter has a rectangular section 120 mm wide and 300 mm deep, is pre-stressed by a curved cable carrying an effective force of 180 kN. The beam supports a total uniformly distributed load of 5 kN per meter, which includes self-weight of member. The beam is additionally pre-stressed by vertical cable imparting a stress of 2.50 Newton per mm square in direction of depth of beam. Estimate the nature of principal stresses developed at support section. The cable has zero eccentricity at support and an eccentricity of 100 mm below CGC at midspan section. Okay, first write down the data. The cross-sectional dimension of the beam they have given, that is width it is 120 mm and depth it is 300 mm. It is a parabolic cable which is having eccentricity of 0 at the support and eccentricity at the midspan it is 100 mm. Okay, and an effective pre-stressing force they have given, that is P value it is 180 kN. Okay, and the beam supports a total uniformly distributed load of 5 kN per meter, which includes self-weight of the member. The total load they have given, that is 5 kN per meter. Okay, and in addition to that they have given the beam is additionally pre-stressed by vertical cable imparting a stress of 2.50 Newton per mm square. Okay, that is F of Y, the stress in the vertical stress. Okay, that is pre-stressing stress value they have given due to what? Vertical cable going to exert a stress. Magnitude it is 2.50 Newton per mm square. Okay, your aim is to calculate what? Nature of principal stresses which is going to develop at the support section. The first thing you need to calculate is, that is shear stress. You need to calculate shear stress. Okay, in order to calculate that shear stress value, okay, it is given by tau V equals to V into A into Y bar divided by B into I. Okay, first you need to calculate V, that is the net shear force at the support, and area into Y bar, width they have given, and I you need to calculate it. Okay, calculate one by one now. Okay, first you calculate a reaction, that is VU, it is given by WL divided by 2. Okay, the load it is UDL 5 kN per meter. Okay, shear force value, ultimate shear force value, it is the support reaction value itself. Okay, that is WL by 2. It is 5 into, to convert that into ultimate, multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by length it is 10 divided by 2. Okay, upon simplification you will get it VU as 37.5 kN. Shear force is what? The vertical force. Vertical force is nothing but the reaction. Okay, the reaction value, if a beam carrying UDL, it is given by WL by 2. Okay, once you calculate that is the reaction, you calculate net shear at the support. Net shear force, net shear force at support, it is denoted by capital V, that will be equal to ultimate shear force minus P into sin theta. Okay, substitute the value VU is 37.5 minus P value they have given 180 into the slope value for a parabolic cable, it is 4E divided by L. Substitute the value, that is 37.5 minus 180 into 4 into E value is 100 divided by 10 meter, substitute in mm. Upon simplification, you will get it V as 30.3 kilonewton. Once you calculated V, calculate area into Y bar. That is area, it is rectangular section 120 divided by 300, and its centroidal distance, it is depth divided by 2. That is 300 divided by 2. Upon simplification, you will get it 5.4 into 10 to the power of 6. Then calculate moment of inertia, that is BD cube divided by 12. It is given by 120 into 300 cube divided by 12. You will get it as 270 into 10 to the power of 6 millimeter to the power of 4. This is what moment of inertia. Then substitute all the value in this shear stress equation, that is tau V. V is 30.3 into 10 to the power of 3 multiplied by A into Y bar, that is 5.4 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by, that is 30.3 it is, divided by B value, it is 120 into I value is 270 into 10 to the power of 6. Then calculate shear stress. It is given by 5.05 Newton per mm square. Okay. Once you calculated tau V, your next thing you need to calculate, that is principal stresses. Principal stresses. In order to calculate that, first you calculate f of x. It is given by load by area or the force by area. Pre-stressing force they have given 180 into 180 kilonewton, 180 into 10 to the power of 3 into area, it is 120 by 300. You will get it as 5 Newton per mm square. It is at support. Okay. Similarly, Fy is what? It is what? Horizontal pre-stress, f of x. Vertical pre-stress they have given in the problem. Vertical pre-stress, that is equal to 2.5 Newton per mm square. Okay. Next, the principal stresses, it is given by sigma max and sigma minimum, that will be equal to f of x plus f of y divided by 2 plus or minus 1 by 2 into square root of f of x minus f of y whole square plus 4 into tau v square. Okay, this is what, in order to decide the nature of principal stresses, you need to calculate sigma max and sigma minimum. This is the equation. When it will be maximum, if you consider the positive value, the principal stresses will be maximum. If you consider negative sign in this equation, that will be your sigma minimum. Substitute all the value in that equation. That is sigma max and sigma minimum, that will be equal to f of x, it is 5 plus f of y, it is 2.5 divided by 2 plus or minus half of square root of f of x minus f of y. F of x is 5, f of y it is 2.5 whole square plus 4 into tau v value, it is 5.05 whole square. Okay. Next you need to calculate sigma max and sigma minimum. Okay. In order to calculate sigma max, consider the positive sign. Then sigma max, upon simplification you will get it 8.95 Newton per mm square. Next, sigma minimum, that will be equal to, when it will be minimum, in this equation if you consider negative sign, it will be minimum. Okay, upon simplification you will get it sigma minimum as 1.45 Newton per mm square. Okay, this is what sigma max and sigma minimum. That is what nature of the principal stresses, that is sigma max and sigma minimum. Thank you.